This is what I'll call a masterclass in generating a buzz for your business. It's the story of Steve Bartlett and how he got everyone talking about his agency, Social Chain. You see, when Steve started Social Chain, he wasn't just focused on the work, he was also focused on the story. I say this because he spent £13,000 on something unconventional, a giant blue slide. And why? Because he understood the power of perception. The slide likely started out as a visual representation of the internal culture, but it ended up being a magnet for attention. People all over were talking about it, and it garnered so much attention that major media houses in the UK had to cover it. And suddenly, Social Chain wasn't just an agency, it was the agency with the big blue slide. So as a result, the slide didn't just make the office fun, it made Social Chain famous. So the takeaway here is every single office must install a big blue. The real takeaway here is that generating a buzz is an art, not a science. Of course, traditional campaigns work, but sometimes thinking outside the box and doing something this unexpected can generate an organic buzz that's just as potent, if not more potent. There is no special formula for generating a buzz, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. However, there are two things to keep in mind. One, whatever you do must be in line with your brand. So no silly pranks, no silly scandals that can really damage your brand. And two, also very important, is that whatever you do must be interesting to your target. The keyword here is interesting, and this is where the creativity comes in. Let's be honest, installing a slide in an office is definitely very weird, but it's also incredibly difficult to defend logically. Just imagine the conversation Steve had with his stakeholders and how much convincing it must have taken to get them on his side. But that's the point. It's not logical, it's bold. And sometimes, bold is exactly what you need to get people talking. So I'm going to leave you with a question. What's your version of the big blue slide?